So hi there and welcome back. This is another diecast review of the Formula 1 series in 124, and this is what just arrived here in the shops, and is the 124 model, diecast model, I think unique model in 124, about the Ferrari SF21 from Leclerc of 2021 season, so it was currently we are in beginning of 2023 when I make this video, so this was the not the last, but nearly the last Ferrari racing the championship, so they don't change so much in the overall look. I took another one, I think was from 2017, so now today all these models are like back in time, but today even more. They are completely covered by copyright, so they probably will work with the 3D aerodynamic parts directly provided by the company, so that's why the models are so precise and so really well taken, in the shape and in the dimension. You don't see any longer so big mistakes of shape and dimension of those model Formula 1 racer. When we take analysis of the model that have raced in the 70s and in the 80s, you see much more often some shape mistake, quite common, when we see, for example, in the Benetton B119, in the March, there is some part that is a little not so clear, and that was because back in time all the production and the engineering of that model were not so evolved like today. Stuff made with 3D and computer design, you know what I mean. And so this is absolutely well done, and the shape is flat red, because it's typical for these modern Formula 1 models to be made in this way. You see also the difference of the shade of the dark red, the bright red, the light red, so it's 3 different tones of red. Seems a car from video games. And what's really interesting is to see the shape. That's why I buy this model. You see, they are nearly returning to make the shape as cigars, so the back part of the car became extremely slim. Everything is completely closed inside to create aerodynamics fluids, and it's really incredible, the shape of this car as usual. And in this model even less, here you don't have any longer neither printed the seat belt. They are just black plastic, really ugly. It's something that take down completely the level of the model. And anyway, it's not so difficult. I mean, probably it's even better, because if you plan to add details like photo etched part, like to change that small antennas in my model, all the small antennas were completely wrapped or wrinkled or folded. You see, like that one is broken. So but I mean, it's never worth it, because when you buy this model, you remember that they are basically very nice toys, and they could be good basis for a big work. I don't know how much it is worth it, because, for example, like also in this one, all the decal is tampo printed over the model, so you see that it's nearly impossible to make a similar work with custom-made decal to have that. You see, there is absolutely no tracks of the film of the decal, because they are tampos, so they are stamp over really printed over the body. And to strip it down, it means that you have completely to rebuild and to redesign everything there. And if you look carefully for the details, also, for example, the front wings, you see in the real Ferrari, of course, they are all open wings and extremely thin carbon fiber parts inside. In this one, of course, they are molded in a single piece. I think this is just a piece of plastic. You cannot pretend so much, because guys, the real strong, amazing strong point of this model is that everything that you see here completed with finally a plastic showcase. You see, solid plastic is not any longer the little thin one that we see every time in the Formula 1 connection. This is a different connection. Even if the scale is the same, even if the team is basically the same, not completely, because this is just around the winning Ferrari, so it's a generic stuff. They make 143 stuff, a lot of 118, very few 124. Usually they reprint the stuff that we have seen in the other collections and so on, so they don't have a real theme in the same scale, so they just make thematics, not the scale arguments. And that's why probably I will just buy this one of this series, also because this is amazing, guys, that this model you can find for, guess what, 15 euros. Yes. 15 euros. Incredible, huh? 15 euros. Well, I remember when I had the shop, we used to sell just the box, was about for 10 euros, you know, just the plastic box without anything inside. Nobody can do a model at this level and blame something for the price that you are going to pay. Of course, this is just the promo of the first issue of the series that is proposed at this price of promotional 15 euros, you know, so I think it's absolutely a must. Absolutely a must. It's like the port that cost 4.99. How can you say no? That is something. I don't like the part. I don't like the details. No, 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 no way, no way, no way. This is absolutely something that you must buy. Period. It's simply fantastic. So, in my opinion, is absolutely something that have to be bought. Probably also more than one piece, you know. But right now, I am achieving a collection of Formula One diecast that I will never neither show for myself. I just found the place I up in my under roof, you know, and keep them there. But it's a nice group, you know. When you see them all together, it's really nice to see this stuff. And maybe in the future I can also resell it. I don't know. We will see about that. But this was something absolutely beautiful, something absolutely impossible to lose. And last but not least, you know, they anyway provide for the package in a nice box, anyway providing the shield from Ferrari with all the blah 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 around, prancing horse and whatever. And this time is made in China, so it's not made any longer in Bangladesh like we seen for the other series. So uno. But nice, also nice the blister. The transport blister was really nice. I suspect that now is the blister costing more than the model inside. And the next one, I think it will be the Schumacher car that I already took in the other series, you know, and so I will not buy. But already the point is that indeed the series of this collection will be more pricey than the previous one. So before the other one that I am buying from the Centauria Formula One collection, they are for 25 euros. Instead, in this series, the model will be for 30 euros. So they are little by little increasing because probably they see that they sell very, very good. So very, very often you just find the first presentation card that is always to a bargain price. Like this one, impossible to miss. But already the second one is something that maybe not, maybe yes. The same for the 143. They start at 5 euros, then they switch to 15 to 20 euros. So depending what you're going to buy, that is much more similar to a much higher price without the showcase and without and so on. So you have really to consider what you are willing to pay for this type of model. For me, it's no problem, so I love them so much. And as soon as I cross items like this, no way, I want to get it. Simple like that. Model is fantastic, and thanks for watching.